task to take time out and come here this far away. It's a long way off, and for that I really, really am appreciative. And on behalf of the director, Nagendra, and our presenting company, Mowgli Productions, I wish to say we're sorry that they couldn't make it here because there's some urgent technical issues that came up that have to be addressed. Having said that, I hope you enjoyed the trailer. We put a lot of effort into this to tell a story that we think is unique, that we feel has not been seen on screen before. As they say in Bollywood, it's hatke, right? So we think the story speaks for itself. We won a bunch of awards, and if you don't know, I come from Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. I'm from Mumbai. I was born here. But Atlanta is the #3 movie and TV production center in the world. 48 TV shows are shot there every year. So this actually is a hotbed of TV and film shooting. And I'm actually trying to get more Bollywood movies to come and shoot there. And if you don't know, Nagesh Kokunur lived in Atlanta and made his first film, Hyderabad Blues. It's the first truly independent movie. And that also is a huge inspiration for me and for Atlanta Nagendra. So just wrap it up by saying thank you again for coming, and any questions, feel free to ask.
Ready?
Yeah.
First of all, Rafiq, how was it working on this film? Very different subject. How do you elaborate on this?
The idea for this came when I was doing business school, and somebody said, "Hey, you are an Indian. What if you wanted to outsource the hip hop hood to India?" So I was like, "Yeah, that's a funny concept." So I said, "Okay, what if we took that and made this into outsourcing the mafia?" If you read about all these mafia guys, they're actually organized like corporations. They actually have ranks, promotions, interviews. So it's like the world of IT, which never sees the mafia, hopefully, what happens if they meet the world of the mafia? So that's how it came about.
So how was your experience working on this film?
Traumatic. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a ride. It's been very difficult also because we are an independent film. We don't have any major star cast, which is why I'm here, right? So it's been a challenge, and it's been a long way coming to this point. But I'm so happy that if you persevere, I bought Nagesh Kokunur a cup of coffee and some caps, and he gave me some advice in exchange, and he said, "Whatever happens, don't stop."
And how was it working with Atlanta Nagendra?
Nagendra is a very, very smart, talented filmmaker, really smart. But he also has a certain way of thinking, and it took some time for me to understand because he has made 2 blockbuster hits in Kannada, and he knows exactly how to get the reaction he wants from the audience and from the actors. And I was not used to somebody being that harsh with me. I'm a trained actor. I worked in Hollywood shows, but this guy was much tougher, much tougher.
Okay, coming from the field of IT, how did acting happen?
You know how it is in Indian schools, man. When you're growing up, you do stage dances, street dancer. I'm a street dancer. So I did all that kind of stuff, and then I never thought I want to do it as a profession. What really pushed me to acting was the world of IT. I was bored in IT.
Okay, so how was it working with Eli Jones in the movie?
Eli Jones, if you all know, is the really massive wrestler in the movie. And it was very interesting because when we auditioned him, Nagendra and I were like, he's huge. But then he's such a soft-spoken person, so he was actually very, very professional to work with, a really good actor. He had to learn Russian for this movie, and he really took the effort to learn Russian.